I'm Peter Spiegel, Brussels Bureau Chief for the Financial Times, here with Josh Chaffin of the Brussels Bureau. We're here in beautiful Justice Lipsius building here in Brussels, where the summit will be beginning here in a couple hours. We've been looking through our leaked copy of the conclusions, the draft conclusions that are being circulated to member states. I must say, Josh, not a huge amount of substance in here. Most of the substance is actually being decided on the sidelines of the summit. We had a deal in the early morning hours today on banking union, and we had a deal on the EU budget. You've been covering the EU budget for us. Tell us a little bit about what happened this morning.
Well, the budget, as you know, is a big piece of business that's been hanging out for months and awaiting conclusion. Basically, the Parliament and member states and the Commission agreed this morning. They finalized a deal. It's 960 billion euros over 7 years from 2014 to 2020. Member states, as you know, had agreed basically on this outline in February after an all-night summit meeting.
Right here, yes.
Exactly. The wrinkle, though, Parliament for the first time now has the authority to hold up this deal. And they did that for several months and until basically their demands were met to have more flexibility in how the money is spent. So they haven't fought for a bigger ceiling. The budget still stays the same in terms of the size, but Parliament will now have more ability to use unspent funds and to make sure that they get deployed rather than sending them back to the member states.
Interesting. You think that as a result this morning that the Parliament sort of got what it wanted. I mean, at the press conference this morning, Martin Schulz, the president of the Parliament, seemed to be rather grumpy about saying that we didn't actually get what we wanted. But you think in the end they got quite a bit more than we expected?
Well, I suppose it depends on how you judge it. I mean, the Parliament, as you know, they never get everything they want, which is usually everything. But they have again, and this is a theme we've seen for the last few years, they have sort of clawed back more power, more authority. So they don't have authority to use all of the unspent funds, but they have been given, there's a cap, it's up to about 26 billion euros, depending on, it's a fairly complicated formula, but if you follow it and all the money is deployed this way, it's about 26 billion euros. So it's not all the unspent money in the budget, but it will be money that Parliament didn't have access to before.
26 billion, as I say, a billion here, a billion there, it begins to add up. The other issue that was decided this morning in the early morning hours, about 1:30 in the morning, was these rules on bank bailout. This is the second go the EU finance ministers had at this. There was a session a week ago in Luxembourg where they failed. Did get a deal this morning. Again, another complicated issue, but essentially national governments will be given some flexibility to decide who gets losses in bailouts, whether it's creditors, whether it's equity holders, whether it's depositors, and who can get exempted after a certain threshold, minimum threshold. We have extensive coverage both here on the Brussels blog and on ft.com on that deal. Have a look there. We'll be joining you again as the summit gets started. Again, we're not expecting a huge amount of substance, and even diplomats we've talked to on the way in here say this could be a relatively early evening, but we'll join you again here for our summit coverage. For Joshua Chaffin, I'm Peter Spiegel from Justice Lipsius. Keep tuned, and we'll get back to you later in the day.